Hey everyone, welcome back to more Chrono Trigger, where we're in side quests. We're doing a lot of side quests, so we have one with Frog here. Not that one. There we go. The spirit of a proud knight. Could it be? And it'll kind of just show you a glimpse of where you need to go. In this case, we're actually going to check out that area, so why not just just the usual suspects. Either way, let's hop onto our little epic here. So boop. Straight down. All right, so we're actually going to go to the present. And thankfully, everybody knows how to use this thing. And away we go. So we have plenty of areas we can go to around here, but in this case, we're actually going to go to, where is this place at? Right down there. Bottom right. On the world map, we have the ruins right over here. So before we go in there, let's check out the town, see what people have to say about it. So let's start off with the Mayor's Manor. Thank you, music, for doing that. You're thinking of visiting those ruins? I'd stay away if I were you. They're quite dangerous. Well, with all the structural damage underground. See, either way, same word. There's an old structure to the north. It's lain in ruin for centuries. I never heard of the word lane like that, but I guess that would work in retrospect. They say ghosts lurk in the ruins to the north. Have you heard? Talk has it those ruins to the north are haunted. Seems there's been ghost sightings. Oh, how dreadful. Spirits of lingering worldly attachments are drawn to those sorts of places. How the black omen shines in the sun. Tomorrow should be a beautiful day as well. So yes, the Black Omen is just now like a part of history, so everybody just knows it and it's always been there. Anguish of tormented spirits forms an almost tangible cloud around the ruins to the north. That is very descriptive of the fact that there's ruins to the north, so might as well just go to the ruins to the north, but we have a little bit more places we can go to, such as the Chorus Inn. Have you heard about the ghost, no. I mean, I kinda did. They say a ghostly knight haunts the northern ruins. Scary, huh? Sends chills down my spine just to think of it. All the youngins are off at the Millennium Fair Kids these days. They're just clowns for fun. Let's see, and then welcome. You are off-centered from the chair. The grave of the great explorer Toma is on the Western Cape. Even he never managed to find the treasure known as the Rainbow Shell. We'll keep that in mind for later. For now, we're kind of focusing on those northern ruins. Not a single cell yet. Won't you buy something? What can I actually buy that's useful from you? I mean, I could buy panaceas, but I have more than enough of them. Let's see. Mid-ethers could be okay. Ethers, on the other hand, yeah, sure, why not? There we go. What do I got? Yeah, I'm good. Just kind of overstock on the shelters, and I'm good to go. How about you? Bring me another mug. Sir, I think you've had quite enough already. Enough soda? If this is a censored version, or is it beer? Will you tell me when I had enough? You're worse than the wife. What's wrong with a carpenter having a few pints in the afternoon, huh? I mean, afternoon, I wouldn't really know about that. Maybe evening? I'm not a drinker, so take it as you see it. All my husband does is sit at that tavern all day, nursing drinks. Nursing drinks? I'd never heard of that phrase. Well, just wait until he comes home. He'll be nursing a sore jaw then. I heard that one. When I grow up, I'll be a carpenter just like my dad. Hopefully not drinking in a bar all day. All right, so we gotta know that we have some stuff going on in Northern Ruins. Let's check it out. Oh, well, that already looks dangerous, so let's head on in. Grrr. And might as well just attack it, because if we try to attack it, we either miss, or maybe do 0 damage at some point, who knows? Either way, we're missing a lot. There's not really too much we can do here. Even with my counters with the Rage Band, I still get nothing off, so might as well just kind of get a couple more hits off. As you can tell, it's a little bit of an unwinnable fight. I got a dual attack. My sword is to no avail. Learn. Cyrus, 'tis I, Glenn. Glenn? Grrr. Yeah, he seems to be kind of some sort of forlorn spirit, so there's not really too much we can do about that. Even heading this way, we got a giant hole in the ground. There's not much we can do in the present, but it's Glenn, and Glenn used to be from the past, so let's check out the past. Go back to the Middle Ages, and see what's going on in this version of everything. right, let's just drop down right here and then check it out. Okay, so the Northern Ruins has no specter here at this time around, but what about over here? This area is still kind of messed up too. So let's check out over in this direction. Okay, we got some specters? Not really. But what we can do with all these enemies here is we can charm them if we so chose. It doesn't really matter. Or we could just miss outright. That works too. All right. Either way, I'm just going to do a little bit of an Ice 2 action on you. Just kind of do like a screen nuke effect, see if I can just kill them. I know they're weak to fire, but I kind of want to extend my chances of doing charm because they drop turbo ethers, which turbo ethers are really useful. You can get 99 MP back just from using one. It's really nice. But yeah, they're actually kind of doing a lot of damage, so never mind. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Or I can miss too, that works. Just fire two, just fire two. Just get rid of them, please. And die? Good, they died. That could have gone better. Surprisingly, they didn't do what they normally do, is when you pretty much kill them outright, they use MP Buster on a character, which will bring their MP down to 0, which could be a little bit of a hassle if you're not ready for it and you forget to heal your MP immediately after. But the good thing about that is you can just use your ethers and just kind of fill it back up, no problem. But yeah, they're weak to fire, so we're just gonna get rid of them with fire. All right, so this should kill them, but also along with MP Buster, they do a move called Grudge, which Grudge is actually the worst of the two because yes, I just lost all my MP, but Grudge hurts. It does a decent chunk of damage, not a lot, but more than half the time, it's probably just gonna kill you if you're not careful, so yeah, there's that. I need to heal Magus now, so just do a little bit of Cure 2 action. And now we see that we can go a little bit further. We can open this chest, but let's not open chests. Let's not open chests. Is that a graphic error? I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see like another side of a wall. Either way, more enemies to deal with. We can steal more turbo ethers if we want, which I'm going to. I actually need to heal as well. That's a bit the problem. Oh, whoops. I just said that. Speaking of forgetting to recover MP, I need that. So, it's actually kind of nice though, because in this area, you don't really need too much MP to do a screen nuke. So instead of using a high ether, I could just use a standard ether, just give Magus like 10 MP, and you could do fire too, no problem, and just get rid of this entire screen. It's nice, he's still going to get hit by MP Buster, which isn't really going to do that much to him, but he's going to get hit by at least one Grudge, most likely. And that shouldn't really be enough to kill him, but yeah, that wasn't enough. And then the rest of them just die. Only one of the Grudges goes off. You don't see like 4 Grudges in a row or something like that. Got some level ups going on. I like how Frog's like, no, I can't cross that. But as you can tell, they use MP Buster when you kill them, so it means that you have no MP. So using ethers here is actually kind of nice because you could just waste an ether and then you're good to go. Or you can just walk outside and use a shelter either way, which is what I am going to actually do. There we go. Now everybody has all their stuff again, and I don't have to worry about that. But now that we know about that, we kind of cleared out the place a little bit. Let's go around and talk to people here. So we got the inn, which I could have probably used instead of the shelter. Probably would have been a little bit cheaper. We have a marketplace right over here, which we can talk to and then see what they got, which is just the usual suspects going on over here. Nothing too special. And then we have the tavern. To tavern, we have you. You're also drinking. Robbed of my carpentry tools. How am I to work without my tools? Oh, Toma. Would that you stay here but a bit longer? Yeah, Toma. Toma is here as well. Ah, well met, Frog. I finally stumbled upon a hint as to where the whereabouts of the rainbow shell. Still, I can't shake the feeling that things will go sour this time. I fear my luck may have finally run out. Say, would you mind holding on to this for me? We get Toma's spirits. Should the worst befall me, it would mean a lot to me if you pour that over my headstone. A touch morbid, I know, but I beg you. Good to know, but we'll keep that in mind for later. About 10 years ago, a beast was seen dragging something into the northern ruins. There was talk it may have been some sort of treasure, but no one knows for sure. So we have an idea of what's going on, but also we have carpenters that are just in the area as well. So the past and the present are kind of linked up in that regard. Speaking of carpenters, if we head up here, we see 4 of them. We're only carpenters' apprentices. Our master's at the tavern. So there's no carpentry going on because the master lost his tools. Well, I think it's kind of a no-go in the past, but maybe the present we might be able to find tools there because there are carpenters in that time, and I'm pretty sure they made tools by then. So let's see if we can borrow some. Let's see, it's not the manor, it's not the inn, it's the residence. Hello there. Okay, so the husband is still at the tavern, right? So if we go, this is the inn, but that's fine. It's technically tavern. You want to borrow my tools? Well, sure, why not? Be my guest. I'm a little busy, as you can see, drinking soda. So you'll need to go and get them for my wife. Yep, we know that they have tools, so we talk to the wife once more. All my husband does is blah, 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 blah. Same conversation before. What? His tools? Oh, hold on, they're right here. And there's the carpentry tools, or carpenter's tools, however you want to say it. So now we can go back to the past and hand deliver some fresh tools. They might be a little bit better than what they're used to, but we don't know that. Either way, let's just go back to the past and hand deliver them. So right back into the tavern we go. We go to the other one who's drinking. Are those carpentry tools you're carrying? Might you be willing to lend them to me for a while? Sure. My thanks, friend. Now I can finally get to work again. And get to work we shall. So let's go back over to the residence because you're my thanks for lending me these tools. It was most gracious of you, and I can finally get back to work. All right, let's say we start with the ruins up north. On your feet, you lazy do-nots. Whatever you say, master. There's 4 of them, and they all look the same, so who knows what's going on. They are taking care of fixing stuff at the northern ruins. Good to know. Since they're fixing up the northern ruins, maybe we can actually get further on. We've done all we can. You can't repair monster-infested places. Let us know when you clear the floor of beasties. We'll handle the rest. On your feet, you lazy do-nots. He says the same thing every time, and then they're like, whatever you say, master. And they're like all the same. It's weird, but hopefully they do better than the one in the present. So we can actually head in here now and see a bunch of skelly-mans everywhere. Speaking of the skelly-mans, we have a lot of stuff going on over here, so what we can do with this is watch them kind of zoom by on the screen, but I'm going to charm them in the meantime. Get an item from them. Here we go, get an elixir, and then what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to do a fire 2. Have frog counter, that's fine. But fire 2 ought to get rid of this group right over here. There we go. Boop, bop, or not. 53? That was barely anything. I guess I'm going to need to do another fire 2. This is fine. So in the meantime, I can actually do another bit of a little bit charm action here. If it's not dead, that's fine. Charm that one. Oh yeah, fire 2 would actually be nice to actually use. There we go. But as you can notice, when I'm using charms in this area, I'm getting elixirs. It's really nice to be getting elixirs because that's basically a full heal for one party member. It's not as good as the lapis I just got, ironically enough. I mean, technically, if you want to heal like a group versus healing like a full heal, you have to use 3 elixirs or just use 3 lapises. And either way, it depends on like your needs at that point, and just having like more options is good because stealing elixirs is probably the easiest and best way you're gonna get them. And these enemies don't respawn after you kill them, so getting the elixirs off of them now is just good. It's funny because everything's weak to fire here, and Frog's like inherently a water type. So it's just weird to me that this is Frog's side quest, but everything's weak to fire. It's like, it's a little weird, but he can at least pull up the slack and just do that and then just get rid of them. We got another group down, another lapis. We learned barrier. Speaking of barrier, boost magic. I was about to say boost magic ally. Technically not wrong. Boost allies magic defense, which is nice, but at this point you probably have better equipment for that anyway. And then darkness is the next one you need to learn. Not very far off, so we're good there. Get this group over here. More enemies to deal with, more chances that, what? That's fine, just walk over the hole. Let's see if we can charm more elixirs in the meantime. At least 1, because if I can charm an elixir from 1, I will still get the drop from the other enemy. So that's, yeah, just do that. Just get 1, okay. That's fine, I'll just do that. I mean, technically I still get it, but I think I'm okay on the elixir front at this point. I have 16, and I got 34 lapises. I'm pretty much set for the end game, mostly, when it comes to items, but I can still get more if I wanted to. Either way, let's just do another water. And then if something doesn't die, I'll get a charm off on something. We'll just see how this goes. Nope, they're all gone, that's fine. And I still got the lapis, so that's okay. We got one more door over here with another hole. And then, as you can tell, we have a chest that we would like to use. Another chest over there. That one's not too special, but we have another cleared out way. We need to go back to the carpenters and be like, hey, can you clear this out for us? And now we can start using some of our very, very much excess money at this point in the game. Just kind of money sponge it and have them just fix everything for us so we can go further in this place. Okay, back to the northern ruins. They can't repair monster-infested places, so we have to clear out a little bit more of this place still. But now we can actually see what they uncovered on a different floor. Because if they haven't uncovered the upper, maybe they uncovered the lower, which in this case looks to be repaired to me. So I'm not opening that chest still. Let's head up forward. Up forward, that makes no sense. Either way, there is a gravestone right over here. Here rests Cyrus, the fool who defied Magus. Cyrus, I have returned. I will fulfill that oath I swore so long ago, and my final promise to you as well. Cyrus. Glenn. Thank you for making the journey all this way. Cyrus, you must think ill of me. Huh, you think overmuch. You've come far, my friend. I was never as fine a warrior as you are now. As Magus's fire consumed me, my heart burned with the thoughts of all I have left unfinished, and all I left behind. Magus, Ingardia, Queen Lean, and of course you, my dear good friend. Cyrus, the skills you owned over all this time are superior to any that I could ever claim to know. I can rest now, knowing that all will be made right by your hands. Farewell, my friend. Cyrus, wait, The Queen. Look at the Queen Lean. Farewell, Glenn, my friend. Cyrus! Give me, Cyrus. The Masamune! What else? All that emotional baggage was weighing you down. The hero's strength is strength of will. Can't very well save the world if you're dwelling on the past. Now you're truly strong. True strength. Now we could use all of our power too, can't we, Masa? You bet, Moon. It's pulsing with strength. Ah, the Masamune's true form. I must go now, Cyrus. But I go to follow in your footsteps and see done all that you have wished. May my actions honor you. Come, let us be on our way. So yeah, that is the sole reason I brought Magus for this part, because one, he does a lot of damage with his spells, of course, but two, he actually does react to the Masamune getting more power. Speaking of the Masamune, it is actually automatically equipped. It's his best weapon. It's way better than any of the things before it, and it's really nice. And now we can actually go and equip the hero's badge again if we wanted to, which is really good, but if you're using, like, text, then use anything else. But if you just want to, like, have him for damage, it's always nice to have. Either way, we're pretty much almost done here. There's still stuff that we can do, but we're going to need the carpenter's help one last time. So let's get them really quick. We've done all that we can. There's still a hole right there. There's nowhere left that we can, there's a hole right there. Fix that hole. Put like a tarp over it or something. But yeah, now everything everything technically is fixed at this point. So there is that. You can go around, just check out all these areas. We can go to open up these chests, but as you know, we shouldn't open up the item right away because we could charge the item and then come back later. Now that this place is cleared out, we're pretty much good to go and we can just go through it. But there's still enemies to deal with, ironically, even though everything's cleared out. So technically there might be holes further on, but I guess they are assuming to be done at this point. Either way, yeah, really, I didn't get that charm? That's fine. I'm just gonna do a fire too. If I don't get the charm, it's okay. I have like millions of elixirs at this point. Well, 16, I think. Maybe 17 at this point? I'm not really sure. I haven't counted since I last stolen any of them, but you know. Either way, level up. We're good to go. That was weird. that was like a weird layering issue right there. We have another path forward right over here, which leads to more enemies, which we're going to take care of. All right, these enemies here have something a little bit different on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of them kind of like one at a time here. So let's get rid of you so you're not really a problem. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to, what do I want to do? That one should die from that. Okay, I'm just going to have you attack this. I mean, it's probably not going to work because it's one of those magic enemies, but you know. Either way, what I'm wanting to do here is really stupid of me at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do heal just in case because I'm going to definitely need the health. And I'm probably going to use a high potion just in case because I don't have anything good on Frog at the moment. So this enemy here, this Fallen, and then this Fallen over here, which they technically should have different names, honestly, but that's just weird. They actually fuse, like they do this, and then they get some like ouchie ouch damage going on. So what I actually want to do here is I want to be doing fire like crazy because this enemy here only shows up here. And if you want to fill your bestiary out, you have to pretty much do it here. And then that's all this enemy does is this, constantly. It will jump on you again and again and again. You want to do a lot of damage as soon as possible, as quick as possible, because this thing will kill you. Unless you have a lot of physical defense, then you're pretty much fine, but still. Yeah, this thing will counter with jump constantly and will then probably just do it again and then just wreck somebody. Yeah, it's a big hassle to deal with, and more than likely what's gonna happen is you're gonna try to revive them, and then they die, and you're like, okay, come on, why did this happen? It gets annoying really quickly, so you want to make sure that everyone's topped off as much as possible, as quick as possible. Because yeah, only 2 hits pretty much just killed Frog there a little bit, so I'm gonna definitely want to heal. And in the meantime, I want you to actually do something here. So how about you hit this enemy 3 times? It's gonna be a little bit of a counter. Frog is probably dead. Yes, he's dead. That's a problem. Either way, this will do some damage, but not a lot. This enemy doesn't have too much health, but I definitely want to kill him. There we go. Because that is a problem. A very big problem, but it's good to go. It's dead. We're fine. Wow. Okay, I hate that fight. Heal like crazy. Because now we have a little bit more up here to deal with. This time around, same enemies as before, but this time we don't have to worry about having them be possessed because we're just gonna nuke them like right away. In the meantime, let's get a little bit of water action. Not that it's really gonna help, and then you just attack whatever. This should get rid of most everything at this point because I say most everything, but you know how it goes. More damage here. There we go. Okay. Now that that's all set, we get another lapis. And we have these chests up here. You know what you want to do with these chests? You want to actually make sure to not remove the item because you're going to come back here again. So let's just make sure to go through those menus very carefully. You don't want to accidentally hit yes. All right, we're good to go there. So now we can leave this place and come back. Back to the present, you notice that Cyrus is not guarding anything anymore. So you can head down in here. No big deal. There's no enemies to deal with anymore. This place is fixed up for the most part. You're good to go. You got a turbo ether. If you head back up here, to where Cyrus's grave was, you notice a blinking dot. You can get a magic capsule. That's always nice. And if you check the grave out, it's just, here lies the brave Sir Cyrus, whose spirit lives on with his true friend, Glenn. It's a lot better than a specter just guarding the place and trying to kill everybody that enters and constantly going grrr. But either way, now that we're in the present, we can pretty much just get all these chests. You still haven't fixed this hole. After all this time, there was one hole that we could still fall down and die. So that could be a problem. Yeah. In the corner here, we also get a strength capsule. That one's a little bit more hidden, but PC version just kind of shows the big exclamation point above your head. Open up this chest and get an elixir, which is nice because, again, we stole a ton of them from the enemies, but now we have an elixir from that. I'll come back for that one in a moment. I want to come over here really quick and grab these over here. Because now we get some items that are kind of neat and make a little bit no sense at this point. The Onimaru is upgraded and we get the Suzaku, which is a weapon for Chrono. It's not great per se, but it is still better than what I have. It does say damage time 4 for critical hits, but there is a big problem with that. Most weapons have a 20% critical hit rate, usually. Suzaku has a 7% hit rate. So yes, you will do more damage with critical hits, but you're getting less of them. So if you want more critical hits, you need ways to get more critical hits. In the meantime, we have this over here. Cyrus is upgraded to the Valkyrie bow. Valkyrie bow, as you can tell, would be a weapon for Marl, which is just amazing. And it ups her critical hit rate to, I believe, 40%. So she's going to be doing a lot of critical hits, and it's pretty much her best weapon. It's pretty much her best weapon. You're good to go there. Yeah, we have one more chest in this place. It's kind of neat that we're getting all these weapons for these other characters that kind of really didn't even take part in the side quest. Because getting the upgraded Masamune was like the best thing from the side quest, and then you pretty much just continued onward and then got even more stuff out of it. The Nova armor is upgraded and we get the Moonbeam armor. Now this one, on the other hand, is not a helmet. And there we go. Magic defense plus 10. It is really good. It's best to give it to somebody that doesn't have great magic defense. But we're not done here just yet. We still have the past version of the chest to get, so let's head back to the past and grab those ones too. And starting with the one I so gleefully ignored all the time, the Turbo Ether. It's kind of nice having another one of those, but we also need to head back up top in order to get all the other stuff. Because we got all the upgraded versions of them already, so we might as well just get the downgraded versions of them. How would upside grade? I don't know. They're still really useful in their own right, but we have another elixir. And now we have the Nova armor in this chest, because this one was the Moonbeam armor, is the Nova armor this time around. And we're going to open it this time and cause a paradox somehow. Either way, you get the Nova armor right away, so that's nice. The Nova armor is actually kind of useful as well because it prevents all status ailments, which is really good for someone like, say, Magus, for example, because he has the amulet, which normally does that, but you can have the armor that does that as well now and actually give him something better instead of the amulet, which the amulet's still nice, and he's the only one that could actually use it, so the Nova armor would be probably better off on somebody else. But it does give you options in order to use, like, say, the Black Gemstone, for example. You could use it as triple tech there. But yeah, I would recommend putting it on somebody else. Either way, we still have 2 more items in this place, so let's just head up here. So many stairs, there we go. And then this winding stair path, which makes 0 sense to me. That leads to a dead end with 2 chests. So let's open them up, and we get the Onimaru. The Onimaru is, again, another weapon for Chrono. This one is a little bit different in the fact that it just is good attack. It's really good attack, it's nice to have, but it's just, it depends on which one. Either way, it depends on, like, do you want more critical hits or you just want more attack? Now we have the Siren's Kiss. Siren's Kiss, as you can tell, is just a different version of the Valkyrie bow. The difference is it may inflict stop on enemies. So it's like, do you want to just do more attack outright with more critical hit, or do you want to inflict stop? So either way, it's nice. You just pick one. Either way, that is pretty much this place. The only thing that kind of stinks about all this is that the carpenter still has those tools, and we would like to return them, but we can't do that. I don't know why. We just can't do that. Like, you go over here. He's like, yeah, you're done with this place, right? Yeah, there's nowhere left that they can repair. Can I have the tools back then? Nope, I guess they just have them forever. I mean, if they maintain them well enough, maybe they might last 400 more years. But either way, we do have one more stop to make. So, if we head over to the Denodoro Mountains with Frog's newfound courage and the ability to get hit in the face with rocks, if we head over here, he actually catches one of them instead. You're no match for me, freelancer. And we'll get the rock that glows a golden gemstone. I am no longer the frog I was before. Yeah, and then it would be so funny if the thing just chucked another rock at his face like immediately after. Either way, the golden gemstone enables the Masamune triple tech. Or if you're playing the Super Nintendo version, it's called the Grand Dream, because technically that's like a translation of what the sword was originally called, sorta? It's a little bit different, but I can't use the move just yet because I need to learn all of Frog's normal techs before that. Same with Magus with the other gemstone that he has. Either way, we're pretty much done with Frog's side quest for now. He's gained his courage, and now we have some more side quests to do. So next time an Azure plays more Chrono Trigger, we're gonna do Magus' side quest. See you all then.